Latin America is known for producing some of the best baseball players of all time, from old legends like Roberto Clemente, Albert Pujols, and Mariano Rivera to new superstars like Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., and Julio Rodriguez. Baseball was first introduced to the Caribbean in the 1860s by expatriated Cubans, including students, who brought the game back from the United States. In the late 19th century, as people in Cuba fought to end Spanish colonization, baseball became associated with the ideas of modernity, democracy, and equality. Unlike bullfighting, which was seen as a symbol of Spain's oppressive rule, baseball was viewed as a sport where people from different backgrounds could come together and compete on a level playing field. As a result, the sport became a symbol of progress and freedom in Cuba. La Liga Cubana was the only league in the world where the best baseball players of all nations and races could compete together. The popularity of the league helped to spread baseball throughout the Caribbean and Latin America. However, Latino players were not always treated equally in the sport. Before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947, Latino players were only allowed to play in the major leagues if they had light skin. Those with darker skin had to play in the African American leagues. Even after integration, Latino players faced discrimination from teammates, umpires, and fans, and had to deal with segregation laws when they played in the southern United States. The Dominican Republic is known for producing some of the best baseball players in the world. As a result, all 30 MLB teams have scouts known as Buscones who go to the Dominican Republic to find and train young players. These Buscones often take kids as young as 11 or 12 to train at their facilities, promising them that they can make it to the MLB if they work hard enough. However, the Buscones have been known to encourage kids to neglect their education in order to focus on their training, and they have been caught giving kids steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs. The Buscones are motivated by the bonuses they receive for each star player they produce, which leads them to exploit young players without any repercussions if they don't succeed. If a player is signed by a team, they must first go through all 6 levels of the minor leagues before they can join the MLB. These levels are the Dominican Summer League, Arizona/Florida Summer League, Single A, High A, Double A, and Triple A. A player's main source of income before reaching the MLB is their signing bonus, which is typically around $130,000. However, players in the minor leagues earn salaries that are significantly less than the minimum wage in California, ranging from $4,000 to $17,000 per year. The contracts players sign in the minors are often heavily one-sided, giving teams control over them for 6 to 8 years, preventing players from negotiating or leaving their contracts. Buscones also take a significant portion of the player's signing bonus. Only 10% of minors league players ever make it to the majors, and many of them end up broke and unable to find work because they had little to no education. Once Latino players make it into the MLB, they face many challenges relating to the emotional expression and personal expression in the sport. Baseball has traditionally been seen as a stoic and emotionless sport, where players were not allowed to show any emotion during the games or exhibit any personal style. However, as more Latinos have joined the league, they have begun to challenge this notion and express their emotions and personalities more freely. This has included celebrating home runs, strikeouts, and other achievements, as well as wearing flashy jewelry and colorful accessories. This change in the culture of the sport has been met with some backlash from fans and other players, and in some cases had led to violent confrontations. Recent developments in the minor leagues have led to some improvements for players. For example, players have formed a union which is working to resolve some of the issues that have been faced by the players, such as inadequate housing and food provisions. In the past, teams were not required to provide housing or food to their minor league teams, which meant that some players struggled to afford basic necessities and had to sleep inside the stadiums to save money. The union has fought for better conditions for the players, including housing and food, so that way they can survive without earning a livable wage. Baseball has become more integrated, particularly with regard to Latino players. In 2020, 36% of all players were born in Latino countries compared to just 8% in 1960. This trend is reflected in the lineup of the Tampa Bay Rays, who put together the first all Latino born lineup in MLB history for the 2022 season. Many young fans are embracing the personalities and the styles of young Latino players and are defending them against criticism.